when we do these activities inside of organizations, and I've been part of organizations as well, it's only when there's a crisis, is only when there's some deep, 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 trouble, and then all of a sudden leadership and everybody across the, gets together and does it. But what if the promise was to say, we don't have to do it only in crisis. We can actually do it continuously, right?
Mhm.
What if we had this ability to create top line strategy that was well articulated, that was well communicated all the time, right? And that's the beauty here is like, I think we have an opportunity to do that, it
Mhm.
seems to me. Would that be a fair, fair, would I be understanding the Best Buy example that you laid out correctly if I
Uh,
were to propose that?
yeah, yeah. I mean, the best organizations, and I can't think of nothing is popping to mind, but this is always rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat.
Mhm.
Everyone thought Best Buy was going out of business when Amazon came in.
Right.
That was, think of your backward Z, the intelligence part. You
Yeah.
always need to have your head up, scanning the environment, scanning what's going on, and asking the tough questions
Yeah.
about what this
It's right
could
there.
mean.
Yep.
And if you do that, you don't have to wait for a crisis. You're anticipating.
That's
Now,
right.
whether you call it scenario planning, I don't care what you call it, but that it's heads up, look out, and also honesty, clarity. I work with a company and they sold a product that was just gangbusters during the pandemic. And so afterwards, she told me, well, we made a lot of money during the pandemic. We thought we were geniuses. And now we're asking, are we stupid? And the point is, you were neither geniuses, you weren't
Nor, yeah,
stupid, but get into your intelligence mode and imagine what can happen.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then do the cycle, and then do the cycle.
yeah.
That's very, very hard to do. I mean, I'm not naive. It's not something that is part of most people's way of dealing with the world. When times are good, we love to roll,
Of course. Yeah,
and that weight of gravity of not change, it takes a lot to kick us out of it. Look what's happening with climate change,
yeah,
and so it's the unusual leader that will be able to do that. But Rejuvi, through things like the backward Z and this continuous looping on sites, insights, quick insights to
hmm
action, and opening up the doors to honesty, tough questions, courage to
right.
say the what's. I mean, that's one of the big drag factors. Everybody
Yeah,
loves to say, we allow failure. We like to learn from failure. How many organizations really know how to manage that? Mm-hmm. And I know we've both been fans of Netflix. They learned how to manage it. There
that's right.
are ways to do these things, but there's so much encrusted behavior and mindsets in a lot of big organizations that have been successful. It can be much harder than it is if you're a startup. But
Mm.
yeah, it can be done. It should be done. And I think what's happening is people are starting to understand that crisis management, we kind of have continuous crises these days, don't we?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Learning about and anticipating crisis probably should be a key thing, particularly at the senior management level.